Final boarding.
KL1991 to Ljubljana.
BCH isn't what you think it is. It's as simple as that. Everyone that I talk about outside of BCH seems to think that BCH is like a copy of Bitcoin with a slightly larger block size. That's not BCH anymore. BCH is a vastly different beast. It has improved on so many levels every year and sometimes multiple times per year. It's a drastic, backwards incompatible hard forks with full consensus and no big chain splits in the recent years. And it really is now as capable as Ethereum, but scalable. So you don't have to have all the complexity of Ethereum. So come look at BCH and you'll be surprised at what it is today. It's not what you think it is.
It's only high-level people. All the best devs from Bitcoin Cash come here. It's so good to see our friends. It's like I told Colin about this yesterday. It's almost like Christmas, because you come back and you are with some of the people you care most about and your closest kind of, at least in terms of ideology, your closest peers.
I was able to talk with a lot of people I knew on the internet, but not in person, so that experience was really awesome.
It's important for me to come to Bliss here mainly because we can speak to many very intelligent guys, very wonderful developers, and they have all sorts of new stuff brewing. So I want to be here to hear it first and have ideas to try to implement it in the real world and to see how these wonderful ideas can be useful in the real world for most people, possible.
My talk was on ecosystem and community building. A lot of it was really just my experience from the Toronto crypto space, and hopefully we're able to learn some of the valuable lessons from it and try to implement some of it ourselves for Bitcoin Cash.
Like, what's the first step? Like, if I just wanted to do like a Bitcoin Cash meetup in Austin, like what would I do?
Yeah, so go to meetup.com, go to Luma, go to one of these event organizing platforms. Just register it, right? And then start making noise. Go on social media if you don't have community. Talk with your local meetup groups. I'm sure there's like some sort of Telegram, WhatsApp, signal groups out there. And just let people know, right? It could be very, very, low effort. Just show up, talk with people about these kind of things. If Steve's out there willing, he might give you some cash stamps to give out, right? Onboarding, that kind of stuff. And if you don't want to run your own meetups, then try to find other similar kind of meetups, right? Whether it's Bitcoin meetups, whether it's just general crypto meetups.
So if you're willing to take the initiative of handing out cash stamps to onboard people, I'll fund your first 20. So anybody else out there watching this, if you want to help onboard people to Bitcoin Cash, I challenge you to find an easier way than handing out a cash stamp. One QR installs a wallet. The other QR is a paper wallet that has BCH listed on it. Very easy two-step process to onboarding BCH. So,
now, what I did is the last 2 years, I organized a lot of events. In Peru, I organized 8 events, 4 events in the Netherlands. And I introduced a politician, Thierry Baudet, member of parliament, also to Bitcoin Cash. Furthermore, I want to show you that worldwide you can pay with Bitcoin Cash. I made a lot of travels to Argentina, to Philippines, Peru, other locations, and I showed you that you can pay with Bitcoin Cash at the butcher, at everywhere, just paying digital money, peer-to-peer cash.
Like the dance cash thing. I mean, that's super relevant to me. Someone who makes music and as who is in the entertainment industry, I think it's really valuable to start having momentum and talks about how we can use BCH in those spaces, because we all want to use it. It's just a matter of what tools exist and how can we reach the people that we're working for.
Inroads with other crypto communities. We appreciate what Dash is doing. You guys have the same ethos, philosophy, and alignment in wanting to have peer-to-peer electronic cash for the world, freedom money for the world. So we're good allies. As much as I break your balls about Dash, much respect for you.
Everyone here seems to be really caring about freedom, about the technology. Everyone's watching all the talks. There's not a lot of milling about outside of it. It seems like a very tight and purpose driven, which is, you know, only good things to say. And all I would say is, I think everyone here actually cares to spend crypto, right? Everyone wants to spend freedom money, wants to use it, which is, you go to a lot of places and people, a lot of crypto people don't care about that. And it's good to care.
Probably the first cryptocurrency event I went to was Bitcoin 2013 in San Jose, California. I was a moderator on the Coinbase panel, and Ian and I sat on the main stage and did our show.
When I say OG, I mean OG.
Right. We got Aaron Schwartz on the show, did an interview with him from Ripple, and, you know, Charlie Shrim, and, you know, all the big names were there. I, of course, was at Bitcoin 2026. I had gone to Bitcoin 2025. I think there were about 30 to 40,000 people at Bitcoin 2025. It was a huge event. Bitcoin itself is much more about number go up than it is about you know, building a community and these sorts of things. What I think, what sort of struck me is this is a convention of 100 people or something, but the 100 people are sitting in the room. If you go up to speak in front of this room, about 100 people will hear what you have to say. Now you compare that to the 3 or 4 stages that were simultaneously happening at Bitcoin 2025, and I'm not trying to down that show. It was awesome. But if you're looking at the side stages, not the main stage, how many people are sitting in the audience for any given person that goes up to speak? And I'd say, you know, 2-3 dozen. Half of them are probably carrying on their own conversations or ticking away on their computers. And you're probably getting as many attentive ears here as you do there. It's a wild thing to say.
He honestly has been killing it, and I loved, you had a great talk, and you had that whole, you know, that slide you did with the market cap and how we returned.
We went from number 2 in market cap all the way down to number 35, clawed our way back to 10 earlier this year, hovering around the 12 to 15 range. To my knowledge, 50 million different cryptocurrencies out there, about 10 to 15,000 regularly traded on a daily basis. No other coin, to my knowledge, has done this.
I thought that was really inspiring. So I'm super excited for the future of Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash. My message to this community is always, we need more privacy. I'm the canary in the coal mine. And the only reason why is because I lived through the war on crypto. I saw good people go to prison. I mean, there's some good people who are still in prison, friends of mine. Alexei Pertsev in the Netherlands is staring down a sentence now. Roman Storm is in prison. Keone Rodriguez. Mark's former co-host, Ian Freeman from Free Talk Live, is in prison. Roger Ver, a friend of mine, they tried to give him life in prison.
A SWAT team, a drone. They shattered the window in front of my co-host Ian's house. Sterlingoff, the Samurai Wallet guys, cryptoprisoners.com. That's where, you know, if you feel support for Ian, you haven't signed the petition or whatever it is, he just wants cryptoprisoners.com.
My takeaway is I'm blown away. I mean, my ticket was an NFT on the Bitcoin Cash blockchain. I've been to NFT NYC and they don't even do that. So impressed that you're actually using the tech here. Also the wristbands that people are wearing where it's like, you know, I don't want to be in content. I feel like that could be used at more conferences, especially as myself doing content creation. I sometimes have people reach out and say, hey, can you take that down? Or I didn't realize I was in the background of that video, or can you do it? I'm like, yeah, but I wish you would have told me sooner because it's on the Wayback Machine. I can't really delete it. So it makes me feel bad. And just like the tightness of everybody knows each other here. You know, there's not a lot of like stranger danger at BCH Bliss, which is really comforting for me because I only knew about 5 people on my way here, but now I know about 50.
What do you think about the content as far as the speakers and the message, ethos, philosophy, just in general of the community?
Oh, wow. Well, if you guys know me at all, I don't really do speakers. When I go to conferences, I'm usually like playing hooky in the hallway, hanging out with the degenerates, or I'm at like the booth area or outside smoking. But I did get to sit through every single speaker at BCH Bliss. And bro, like one person after another kept blowing my mind with development on Bitcoin Cash, where I don't know what my favorite is right now. but like maybe dance.cash because it's cool. Like it's kind of degen, but everything is so seriously well put together. And I'm very impressed by seeing like, you know, the panels the panel you were on the other day and the speakers, everything that they're saying. I have to go rewatch the live streams so I could write articles for each speaker because there is so much to take away from it. So keep an eye out for Not Another Bitcoin podcast. We'll be posting articles to go with each speaker that was on stage.
I chi ddim yn defnyddio'r iaith hyn achos mae e'n arbennig. An island, and particularly a community within an island, is a perfect candidate for Bitcoin Cash adoption. Because it's contained, I think it's going to be easier. And it just so happens also that on the Isle of Man, there's no capital gains tax, and there's a regulatory environment which makes it particularly, it's just easier, not so many hurdles to jump. So yeah, I just thought, right, I want to see what I can do for Bitcoin Cash on the ground up adoption.
My name is Zay. I'm the CEO of Mocha, and we're building the easiest to integrate point of sale for crypto ecosystem. You can choose what token to get, and you allow a lot of tokens, like hundreds of tokens, to pay to your business in just one transaction. That's basically what we're building right now. For payments, for day-to-day payments, it's really easy for us if like a user is trying to pay with BCH, it's instant confirmation because you have the zero conf. So for us, it's way easier to let the business know that they already paid. There are some other tokens, some other chains that take longer for us to actually verify and let the business know that the transaction went through.
It was just the vibe, like people were genuinely excited. There was a high energy, and because it's a lot of the same people coming each year, you really feel that community feeling. So it's not even just like a high trust where people are being nice to each other. It's so high trust that they can start ripping each other.
BCH fam is real.
Yeah, BCH fam is real, and it's like more like brotherhood now.
Yeah.
And it's just really high trust, and so people can have very different opinions and move forward. So.